Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
This channel is reserved for emergency calls only.
No fucking shit, lady! Do I sound like I'm ordering a pizza? Oh my god, the quarterback is toast! Welcome to the party, pal!
Shoot the glass.
Hans. Bobby.
My friends call me John. And you're neither, shithead.
An unidentified group of men seized control of the Nakatomi building.
Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
This is their idea of Christmas. I gotta be here for New Year's.
Hello. How everyone doing? I've lost my camera. There we go. So we're here to watch Die Hard, the Christmas classic.
Is it?
We'll go around and introduce everybody. We've got David's Horror first of all. Hi, David. Tell us something about your channel.
I collect horror movies, vinyl, memorabilia. Occasionally post some guitar covers of me playing and singing. But yeah.
Cool. And do you think that Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
It's not one that I watch at Christmas time.
Okay, that's a diplomatic answer. Cool. Then we've got Soundtracks with Birdman.
Hello, everyone. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I don't think that. I know that as a fact. Sure, the sky is blue and the sun rises in the east and sets in the west.
And tell us something about your channel for people that don't know.
Yeah, I started out to review soundtracks. I don't quite do that. I have what's called the Batman Show on most Mondays with Eric Woods and Ian Clark, and we discuss film scores, the whole gamut of film scores. Most Wednesdays, I have a watch-along party. Tonight, we're doing Cobra. Retro Reels will be joining us for that. I do a lot of unboxings. I buy way too much stuff off eBay. I try to create a fun community of soundtrack geeks to get together and talk and discuss film.
Awesome. Do you have the score for Die Hard?
I do. I have all three versions of it. The Versera band, the 2-disc La La Land, and the 3-disc La La Land version. Do you have, my friend?
The only music I have from Die Hard on the physical format is this picture disc.
That's Run DMC, my friend.
Christmas in Hollis.
Well, this year, when I get to the post office and they get it to you, you're getting the 3-disc set from La La Land.
Nice. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I had a feeling you were going to get me that.
Well, you said
about it before.
you were waiting for it on vinyl, and I was like, that's never going to happen. Probably. Maybe it will, hopefully someday. So I ordered that for you, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I have.
I'm sure I will. Thank you very much. And last but definitely not least is Beth from Miss 80s. How are you doing today?
I'm good. This is my first time on camera, so I might be a little nervous, so please bear with me. My channel is all about loving the 1980s, so a lot of what I call vinyl videos that I do, soundtracks mainly, music from soundtracks, hidden gems, things that we might have forgot about. Few unboxings here and there, and I'm definitely in the vinyl community, so I do little tags and threads and contests for that. So, and yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I agree with Birdman, so I can't top what he said. I would just repeat what he said. So.
And how are we all watching it tonight? What versions or formats do you have it on?
I'm streaming it on my TV
Hold on.
in UHD.
What
I've
are you
got it
watching
on my tablet, but I do have it on DVD.
Excellent.
Hold on.
I'm going to be watching it on 4K, which I have here. I got this film
VHS.
rivals Star Wars for the amount of different versions I've got. I've also got this set.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Hey,
And lots of other old formats.
I can't believe Miss 80s is watching this on VHS. That's just so 80s.
That's the 80s.
Yeah.
That's probably the most authentic way of watching it.
Yeah, but not on a flat screen television. And a non-letterboxed version of the film, so it's a little, squished, but it'll work.
We do have a fourth guest, but he's vanished, so I'll introduce him if he comes back on. Right, we all ready to start then?
Yep.
I'm good when y'all are good.
I got to hit a play button when we go, so just
Okay.
tell me when and I'll go. So.
Right, if everybody's ready, we'll do a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Shout out to Alfred Newman for writing that 20th Century Fox fanfare.
Awesome. I actually forgot to play my own copy of it. Too busy doing everything else.
It's a lot.
I've got a counter above my head if anyone wants to double check the time.
I'm already behind.
That should work roughly. So when was the first time you watched this film? Let's start with you, Beth.
Oh gosh, I was trying to think. I'll tell you, I have not. Okay, I don't want to get emotional. I have not watched this since my dad died.
Okay.
And this was a big movie that we would watch together. So probably the first time I watched it was with him way back in the 80s, getting it from the video store. Quick story real fast. My dad and I share the same birthday, and at our local video store, for your birthday, you would get a free rental for your birthday for the week. So me and him would double up and rent a couple tapes together during our birthday week. So this was one that he would usually pick, something action based. So, but
Well, you couldn't have picked a better movie.
yeah, he loved his action heroes. So
How about you, Birdman?
This summer it came out. I saw it in the movie theater, and then when it came out on VHS that January, I still wanted to buy a copy, but it was $90 because that's how it was back in the day. But I would rent it from Blockbuster about every weekend for probably 2 or 3 months.
wow.
Awesome. I see in the chat you said, David, that you haven't seen it for about 30 years.
Yeah, it came out when I was 11. It's probably closer to, I don't know. I've seen it on TV occasionally, but I haven't sat down and watched it from start to finish in a very long time. But I did see it when it came out that summer, not in theaters, but when it came to VHS, and then also HBO and those movie channels.
Awesome. I think the first time I saw it was actually on TV, and I absolutely loved it, but didn't realize that it was heavily cut. And when I actually got around to getting the proper video cassette, I was amazed what was cut out of it, and just made it so much better.
That's what I was going to ask. Was it edited for television when you saw it? But you answered that. So
It was usual to have the swearing and stuff dubbed, and it was that time when it was really bad dubbing that it was comical. But
BKA, mother trucker.
no, they changed it to Yippee-ki-yay Kimo Sabe.
Oh.
This is just ridiculous. But yeah, I've been a massive fan of it ever since. I've probably seen it hundreds of times. I watch it at least 5-6 times a year, if not more. Right, let's go through the chat and see who we got with us. Drum Dums. He was third on.
That's my friend Lee.
Mr. Pensack. He was close behind at fourth. We got Patrick from Have Cheetah Will View. And that's it for the time being. So how many we've had quite a few Christmas references so far.
Well, you also have to realize this film would not be taking place if it wasn't for Christmas. He would not be flying across the country just cause. He's there because it is Christmas, and he wants to see his family on Christmas. He didn't pick a random day of the year to fly to California.
Yeah. And also, the villains have chose that day for various reasons as well. Because
everyone's not there.
And because of how everything works, shutting things down. This was hot on the heels of Predator, wasn't it? It was the following year. Joel Silver and Stephen D'Souza's the same screenwriter as well. What do you think it's taken? The score releases are so broken up that there's not been, there was nothing released for this at the time whatsoever, musically.
I mean, back in that day, we were fortunate to get a soundtrack release. Not every film got one. And then I think there was some rights holds up with it over the years that eventually fell off.
So it's only been officially released on CD, is that right?
Yeah, just CD.
It's kind of weird. I would think this big of a film.
I'm waiting for the LP. Come on, baby. Make it happen.
It's just a matter of time, I would imagine.
I would think so. Eventually, it'll get an LP release, and then Retro Reels would be very happy on that day.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd buy it too.
We've got Argyle in the car. The thing I like about this movie is there's so many little touches of things you don't pay much attention to at the time, which pan out to be important in the future. Well, our fourth guest has just arrived. Richard Fullerton. Hey, Richard.
Hey.
You're in now.
I don't know. It was all set up, and then when you did the intro thing, it came back up for a second, then it kind of kicked me back out again. I was like, oh. And then it said you're backstage. And I was like, right. Don't know what that means, but okay, then I just kind of stuck backstage. So I was like, oh, okay.
You just vanished from the whole thing and ended up gone.
Yeah.
When was the first time you saw this film? You gone again?
Oh.
Richard?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Did you hear Neil's question?
Nope. Say it again, Neil. Sorry.
When was the first time you saw this movie?
Oh.
And he's gone again.
He may have a bad connection.
Must be the weather in Scotland.
Okay, I've not done any research on this movie. Was this, and I don't know the answer to this, was this a pretty big hit from the jump?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it hit big. Okay.
I don't think anyone expected it to be. A lot of people were negative before they'd seen it about Bruce Willis because this is the first film he'd done like this.
Mm-hmm. Was this after Moonlighting?
This was during Moonlighting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what he was known for at the time.
Yeah. Not so much an action star yet.
No, definitely not. As we all know, he proved his worth, and the rest is history.
Yeah. Sad about him now, you know, what he's going through.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
So Ronald Reagan used to have an office in this building back in the day,
Did he?
I didn't know that.
where he set up shop when he left the presidency.
Old school 80s technology there with a touch
Yeah.
screen. Well, that's still quite modern for. I don't remember there being touch screens like that in the. It must have been real high tech back then.
It's weird to see him with hair, though.
Yes, as both these films are almost like a story of this declining hair, because you go through each one less and less. He was pretty much bald in the fifth one.
Oh.
There was a fifth Die Hard? I thought there was only 3.
Officially, there is. No, there is 5, unfortunately. The fifth one was in Russia, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What was it called?
Die Harder, wasn't it?
Just Die Hard
A
5.
Good Day
I
to
think.
Die Hard was the 5th one?
No, that was the 4th one. I remember the tagline, Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Russia.
No, part 4 was Live Free or Die Hard. A Good Day to Die Hard was part 5.
What would be a good title for the 6th one?
Yeah, that's... Yeah, sorry, you're right. Yeah, it's Good Day to Die Hard is the 5th.
Die Hard all over again? Sorry.
Oh, you know what just occurred to me? Doesn't Disney own this now?
Yeah.
Do they? Uh-oh.
Yes, 20th Century Fox.
Oh.
Although, give them their fair due, they own the Predator as well. And the recent Predator movie was all right.
That's true.
Was it good? I didn't see it.
I like
Yeah,
Predator.
pretty good. Better than the previous 2 and Aliens versus Predator.
So I had to fast forward to get caught up. Is he at this building because of his wife? Or what's his purpose at this building?
Yeah, she works there and he's gone there.
Okay.
He's flown in from New York to LA.
Ex-wife?
Separated.
Yeah,
Still
they're
married.
separated. He's basically just going back there for Christmas to spend it with the kids. Which makes it a Christmas movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think we'll convince David by the end of this?
Well, if he hasn't seen it for as long as he claims.
Yeah. This is like watching it for the first time again for me.
Who knows? I met someone, one of my Taekwondo instructors, his new girlfriend. Supposedly, she said she never grew up with television. She's like 24. Never has had television, never has seen many movies at all. So everything is new to her. Like, she's never seen any of the classic Christmas films. Like what we think of classics, she's never seen before. And it was like, so.
Yeah, that's sad, but good in a way, because then she gets to probably watch them all for the first time and appreciate them much more than what she would have done at the time. But then she's missing out on the growing up with them.
Right. Yeah, she was telling me about watching Christmas Vacation for the first time. And
Nice.
she said she was annoying her boyfriend's family because she kept like, what's going on? What's going on? Not knowing, she didn't know there was other films before it and other ones after it.
Okay.
And, you know, I was like, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be great to go back and watch your favorite movies again for
Yeah.
the first time?
Christmas Vacation's a good one because you don't have it works on its own, doesn't it? You don't have to have seen all the others. They
Right.
just sort of
Yeah.
It's like watching a Bond film in a way. You don't have
Right.
to know what happened in the last film.
Yeah.
It's a new story.
Do we know what the budget was on this film?
20, 25, I think.
Something like that? Wow.
I'm going off memory here, so I could be mistaken.
25 million.
Uh-huh.
That's
And it
cheap.
made
That's
141.
Dang. Wow.
Yeah, I would love to be able to go back and watch Silence of the Lambs for the first time again.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. I actually won a contest about Back to the Future because I said, and the question was, what would you like to do if you could go back to the future? And I said, I'd like to go back and watch Back to the Future for the first time. And that won me the competition.
But you're risking not liking it.
Well, no, you would like it, wouldn't you? It's just all those revelations like this. I'd love to see this again for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the first time I saw it. It's just beaming smile on my face. It's just absolutely awesome.
Yep.
So I grew up watching the A-Team and stuff like that, where they were shooting at each other and no one was getting hit. And then this is just like the A-Team on steroids.
Do we know how this whole Die Hard Christmas or not thing came to fruition? How this
There's
all
just
started?
stupid people in the world who think this isn't a Christmas film. They were dropping their heads as children. I don't know. I mean,
I think the argument is people are saying it's not a Christmas film because it only takes place at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And Christmas has nothing to do with the rest of the story. But as we've just discussed, Christmas does have a lot to do with the story.
Mm-hmm.
And you could use that same argument for Home Alone. That could be that's a Christmas movie, and that could be Christmas. The plot isn't reliant on Christmas. They could have gone on holiday at any time.
yeah.
Right.
People take 4th of July trips. It could have been a 4th of July movie.
Mm-hmm.
We're lucky we got Bruce Willis in this and not Frank Sinatra. He was first. He had first refusal on this part.
Yeah, he would have been really old.
Frank
Because
Sinatra,
technically,
the
this is a
singer?
sequel.
The singer?
Yeah.
Really?
This is a sequel?
Technically, it's a sequel. He
It's
played the cop character in a movie back, was it the 70s? Or the 60s?
Yeah, what film was it? I can't remember. But yeah, he played John McClane, and this is the sequel, but based on the sequel to the book of the film he was in. So he had it in his contract that he had first dibs to play the character should they do another film.
D. Pinsack said, I joined the Columbia Record and Video Club in order to get Die Hard free versus paying $90 for a single VHS.
You are so wise, my friend, so wise.
It says here that Schwarzenegger and Stallone also turned down the role.
I don't know if I could see either one of them in this role, honestly.
No, it's definitely.
It needs to be an everyman kind of guy.
That's yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
I could see Stallone more so than Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. I think that's why guys, and not that they don't like Stallone and Schwarzenegger, but I think that's why a lot of people like Bruce Willis so much, is because he does seem like more of a every guy kind of guy, more.
Yeah, that's why it works, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite movies.
You had
from
Rambo in there. The stakes aren't as high, are they?
No.
What were you saying, David?
One of my favorites was Remo Williams, and that was just like an everyday kind of guy.
Mm.
Yeah, that was a good film.
Yeah, the guy from Tremors. I can't remember the actor's name now. Just passed away recently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fred something.
Could you see someone like Eddie Murphy playing this role? Maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But you'd have to tone it down. Yeah.
The humor.
Yeah, it'd be a different film altogether, I think.
Okay, I can't do it anymore. The hat's got to go.
Mel Gibson, maybe.
And this was like Alan Rickman's first film role, wasn't it? He just
I
done,
don't know.
I think, theater up until now.
You've done a lot more research than I have.
I'm going off memory, so it's all up here.
I can only think of this and Prince of Thieves are the only two that I can think of that I can remember seeing Alan Rickman in before Harry Potter. And then, Neil, you mentioned Love Actually earlier. I remember him in that one as well.
Wikipedia
He
said
had a
that was his
supporting
first
role in The December Man with Kevin Kline and Mary Elizabeth Monster Antonio. That was pretty cool.
And we got one of the coolest henchmen from the 80s. Who's also the
Carl.
milkman in Living Daylights. There's quite a few notable baddies in this.
Mm-hmm. Rickman was also in Sense and Sensibility. I was trying to click on the comment like I could do it, and I.
Oh, I forgot he was also in that Galaxy Quest movie. That was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and he was in Sweeney Todd.
Oh, he died, right?
Alan Rickman?
Yeah. Did he die?
Yeah, he died
Yeah.
2 years back.
Okay.
I say that, it could be like 10. You know how time just kind of compresses.
Let me look. I had.
They
up
just released a
Wikipedia.
new book, his diaries from on set.
He died in 2016.
Should be
Okay.
interesting to read.
Yeah, that'd be good.
We lost Robbie Coltrane too from the Harry Potter series recently.
Oh, the other thing he was in that's well known is Galaxy Quest. He was great in that.
Yeah.
Oh, the Alice in Wonderland movies. He was did the voice, didn't he, of Absalom?
Did you like Sweeney Todd? Neil?
I saw it when it first came out. I haven't seen it since. I think I remember liking it.
Yeah, he was the evil judge, I guess.
Yeah, I don't remember him from that. Did an excellent job in Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Stole the show in that.
That was a big movie. Wow.
Going back to our 80s henchman, this guy burst in. It was played Vigo in Ghostbusters 2.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand to be barefoot. I'm just going to throw that out there. That's just.
Barefoot? What do you mean?
I've always got to have shoes on, unless I'm like going to bed for the night. I've got shoes on all the time.
That's me. Yeah, same here.
I like to be barefoot all the time.
I don't mind being indoors barefoot, but I can't. I wouldn't be able to walk around like outside like some people do in the summer.
I just walked out to get the mail barefoot, and the mail lady's like, "Where's your shoes?"
Mind your own business, U.S. government.
Well, my mailbox is not, but just I don't know, a couple 100 feet away. So it's like, tootle out there, run back. So, who has time?
So the other guy with the beard, what I know him from? The one that says Bubby later on, or Booby, whatever it is.
Oh, him. He was in.
We have a flashlight.
Supergirl.
Of course we don't. No one in there.
Ellis. Is that you're referring to, David?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only other thing I think I've seen him in is Supergirl. The movie.
That was a tough one to watch.
It was fun.
Isn't that a Canon film too? Canon?
I think so.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I'm going to have some peppermint bark.
I'm thinking John McTiernan said he added in the line about the internment in the 1940s to make him more sympathetic to the American audiences as an American and not as a Japanese. Because back in the 80s, the Japanese were getting a lot of hate in the U.S.
He died recently as well. I think Alan Rickman brings so much to this character. Just the way he is.
He's perfect for this role.
Yeah, definitely. There's another one of the 80s henchmen. His name, Al Leong. The guy with a goatee beard. Like Genghis Khan in Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
He was in that. There's loads of stuff. If you see him in a film, you know he's getting killed.
Well, you can make a career of doing that.
Yeah, there's quite a few, isn't there? You can. There's the Nakatomi building, as I have here.
That's cool. Doesn't what's his name? Another channel has one of those. I think I saw. I can't remember. Sorry.
Probably Keith at Euphoria
Yeah,
Pictures.
Euphoria. Yeah, Keith. Doesn't he? I think
Yeah.
he's got one on his display behind him. Maybe.
I think so.
I don't know.
I think Phil has it too.
Probably, yeah.
I think Cody's got one.
David's gonna need one.
Yeah. Once you've seen this, you will, and you'll go through all. Well, just go through the 2 and 3.
I like the one in Russia.
Really? Well, you're going to love these then, because they're 10 times better.
I forget who played his son. Was it Kurt Russell?
Was that guy that was in everything for a while, wasn't it? He was in the Terminator.
It wasn't Kurt Russell's son?
In which one? Die Hard 5?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. But he was in the first Suicide Squad movie.
Oh, Johnny
He
Corbett.
played. Yeah. He played John Connor in one of the shitty Terminator movies. Genesis or something, one of those.
Olive.
That's it. Jay Courtney.
Jay Courtney. Okay. Yeah.
Thank
Talk
you,
about a
Mr. Pensack.
franchise that goes down in quality. Do we know what the D stands for in his name? Dan? Mr. Birdman, do you know?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Your subscriber, I've seen him, that D Pensack. Do you know
Yeah,
what the
David.
D stands for?
David.
David, another David? Okay.
He's a cool cat. He's actually worked in the motion picture industry.
Oh, cool. I've seen him in your live streams a lot in the chat. I'm terrible with names. Gotta write this stuff down.
Interesting side note, Alan Rickman had never handled a firearm until this film, and he said he was so uncomfortable handling them. He would just like close his eyes every time he had to pull the trigger.
Again, he's done an amazing job, because I think the way he handles the guns is excellent.
Yeah.
It's just so cool. Just so cool.
It's like so etiquette to it.
Mm-hmm. I would have thought he was like an old pro at guns, you know, to have that confidence. But I guess that's a tribute to being a good actor.
Yeah.
What's the blonde guy's name again?
Carl.
But the actor, I mean. Do we know his name?
Oh,
what you should do, Beth, is get a black marker pen and write their names on your forearm
I need to, yeah.
as we go along, just like McLean does.
He's Russian. He was the premier male ballerina in Russia, and he defected to the U.S.
Yeah, I was going to say he was a dancer, I think, because the other blonde guy was a dancer as well. I wonder who that is. Stephanie Bowyer.
Don't know. Welcome, Stephanie.
My wife. I locked her in the cupboard so I could do this.
Is that really your wife?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Got a cowboy hat on.
Well, nice to meet you.
Did Argyle go on to have a bigger career in acting?
I don't think so. I don't know him from anything else. Any of you guys?
No.
He did a lot of television, looks like. 227.
I remember that show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Devereaux White. Oh yeah, he was in that that Die Hard short they did a while back for the advert for the car batteries. Reprised his role in that.
Do you like when they do that overall, when like they bring back characters from certain films for those kind of advertisements, or like Matthew Broderick came back and did a little Ferris Bueller thing for some car company Super Bowl ad. Do you like that, or do you not like that?
Oh, I love it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Things like that where you're sort of continuing the story, where obviously you've got years gap since you've seen these people, but they, you know, it's like they still exist. Like Cobra Kai is a good example. Seeing all of those again.
Who would have thought that would have been what it became?
Yeah, there was a good one with Zach Galligan and Gizmo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for Mountain Dew.
Oh, really? I'll have to look that up.
And then another one with E.T. and
Henry Thomas. That one was very touching.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you seen his audition tape?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Yeah. Steven Spielberg's like, okay, kid, you got it.
He's kind of had a nice career comeback lately with all the Mike Flanagan movies he's been in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't he in, am I thinking of the right kid? Was he in Gerald's Game? Was he the dad?
I don't know. I haven't seen Gerald's Game.
No.
I think so. Maybe I'm wrong.
He played Jack Torrance in Doctor Sleep.
Yeah. And he was in Legends of the Fall.
Yeah, he was in. Yeah, he was.
Played Samuel.
Yeah.
He played the father in the House on Haunted, or The Haunting of Hill House.
He was also in Flanagan's Gerald's Game. He played Carla Gugino's dad in a couple flashback scenes that get really dark.
Okay.
So, yeah, which it's very weird to see him in that role. It just, it was awful, because you just
the first thing I spotted him in was the Doctor Sleep. I couldn't believe when I found out who it was. He did a good job in that, but I don't know why they should have done
a deep fake.
Yeah, definitely with that, or even got an impersonator to look alike to do it.
Now, who's this Dahmer character?
Sorry?
Who's this Dahmer character? Looks like Jeffrey Dahmer.
It does look similar, yeah.
I just want to take some pictures.
Is that show worth watching?
I liked it. I know it upset a lot of the people who had family members that were victims, because they felt like it was glorifying it. But I think they did a good job at focusing more on their story than not so much Dahmer.
Yeah, like the stories of his parents and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it was a bit drawn out, I thought, but ultimately it was good. There we go. That's the first kill. Well, the first baddie kill.
Did we lose Richard? Is he backstage still, or is he gone?
He come back in for a minute.
But
I don't think he could hear us, and then he dropped out again.
Yeah. Maybe next time.
Yeah, Andreas Wozniewski. I'm friends with him on Facebook. I've spoken to him a couple of times.
Well, I was going to ask, is he still alive? So that answers that question. You never know nowadays.
Yes, he is. Should have gotten to come on here with us.
Yeah, send an invite out. Come on. We would all just be sitting there like this, listening to his stories.
The thing is, though, you think because someone's been in something, they're a fan of it. He obviously appreciates his part in it, but probably do people like that watch their own stuff constantly? You know,
Yeah.
a different take on it, isn't it? If you're actually been in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who did the score?
Michael Kamen.
Kamen. Okay.
It's a bit of James Horner thrown in as well.
Yeah, and a little. What's the
Beethoven.
guy's name? They used a bit from Man on Fire.
Oh yeah.
I'll if I wasn't thinking, I'd know the name.
I didn't actually realise this until about a year ago when I got the Aliens LP, Record Store Day One. I was just sitting there listening to it, and that bit comes on, and I knew it from somewhere. I couldn't put my finger on it, and then oh yeah, it's Die Hard.
Did he also do the Alien score? Who did?
He did Aliens. James Horner did.
James Horner did it.
That's what I thought. I thought Horner did. Yeah.
I think the story behind it is they used that as a temp track, and the director John McTiernan liked it so much they left it in, which I think pissed off Kamen.
There was a lot of temp tracking with Alien that got left in too. That pissed off Jerry Goldsmith.
I bet that happens a lot. Maybe not so much anymore, but
Kamen did Robin Hood, right?
Yeah.
Prince of Thieves.
Yeah. We've got the count on the screen for the time. I'm just going to flick the movie on so people can see where we are.
I'm pretty close.
Yeah, I'm about 5 seconds behind.
Can't have it on for too long or we'll get kicked out.
He's writing. He's writing on his arm for me. So is Die Hard your favorite Bruce Willis movie?
Yeah, I'd say so for me.
I can tell you my favorite.
What is it?
Look Who's Talking.
Yeah, is that
like
a Bruce
that movie, though.
That's the same argument as the Christmas movie. Is that a Bruce Willis movie?
Yeah, his voices all through the whole film.
I like The Whole 9 Yards. That's a fun movie.
I like him in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
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 Armageddon.
Yes, Armageddon. So bad it's good. We watched that not too long ago. Me and my husband, he's like, this would never happen. I said, I know, it's a movie. It's meant to be make-believe. But then he goes into a whole rant on how you could never land on an asteroid tumbling through the, it's like, okay, shut up.
It's called suspension of disbelief.
I'm going to write that down here. Write down. Quote Birdman, that's your merch, Birdman.
I need what?
I said you need that on merch, on a shirt. Suspension of disbelief in quotes, and then have soundtracks of Birdman underneath.
Trademark it.
And sell it. I'll buy one.
Okay.
Cheers.
And I can retire and become rich.
Yeah, on one T-shirt for $20.
So Birdman, is that a nod to the Michael Keaton movie?
To the
Oh.
Michael Keaton, he played a movie called Birdman.
No, back when I worked at the men's store, I gave everyone like a code name, and this one guy started calling me the Birdman, and I was like, and he would do like the Birdman call. He could make this bird sound with his mouth. It was like, I can't do it, so I'm not going to attempt it. And I asked him like, why do you call me Birdman? And he's like, because he's like a mega fly rapper dude. And I'm like, oh, okay, because he like wears like mega fly outfits, and I was so super fly. Call me Birdman. So.
Okay.
I've always thought as Birdman being like the bird lady from Home Alone 2.
Nope.
There's your doves. I thought it was a play on like Batman.
No.
Birdman. So
no.
That's because then you have your show, the Batman show. And so I thought it was, I had no idea. See, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, calling it the Batman show is a bit of a joke because that's the first show that we got together to do. We were discussing Batman scores, and we're like, we got to come up with a name. And I was like, Scott, Batman show. We can never talk about Batman.
Oh, that's the what's his name from what was he on?
Family Matters.
Family Matters. The dad from Family Matters. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't he also in Crocodile Dundee? Was he the limo driver in Crocodile Dundee? I think so.
Believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is his name Carl Weathers? Is that his name?
No,
Or
that's Apollo Creed.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
His name was Carl on Family.
Carl on Family Matters. Yeah, that's close. Yeah.
Reginald something, right?
74 cents for gasoline in California, baby.
It's Reginald Vale Johnson, isn't it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you say about gas? It's
74 cents for a gallon of gas on that sign.
Well.
It's been a couple minutes, but.
I don't think I've ever bought gas for 74 cents.
Yeah. When I started driving, it was like 94 cents a gallon.
Yeah, it was like 99 for me, I think, or 98. We're old, David.
And I'm older than you.
I know.
I think you're the same age as my sister. She was born in 81. You're born in what, 80?
80, yeah.
Yeah.
Am I the baby of all of us? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I was born in 78.
77.
Birdman? So let me guess.
72?
No.
He's not that. No, he's not that. Boy, he's well preserved for that age. I'm going to say
70,
78.
78? No.
Yeah.
No.
82.
75.
No.
Are we close? Who's closer?
I'm not keeping score.
Let's see. Google, how old is the Birdman?
Well, it is rude to ask a bird how old she is.
See, the key is always to shoot yourself younger, especially when you're asking someone, and especially a woman. Always go lower, because then that's flattering to them. They'll be like, oh, bless your heart.
We know what bless your heart means, though, right? In the South?
Yeah.
See, it's like saying what Coke, we all know what that means.
Bless her heart. You fucking idiot.
That's our first F-bomb of the night.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Monetize your stream.
There's no way in hell I do that.
All the bad guys had long hair.
They're European. It's like a European thing to have long hair.
It's like the Eric Clapton from the early 80s.
All the baddies seem to be British.
Yeah,
In
what's
the
up with that?
70s and 80s films. Like in Star Wars, all the baddies are British.
Did that offend you being a Brit yourself?
No, not at all.
Were you proud of that?
We were the mean bastards.
Yeah.
You know how to build an empire, right?
Oh! I might be behind you guys or ahead of you a little bit.
I'll flick it on quickly to show you.
I've got him climbing down the elevator shaft and the gun's starting to...
Yeah, I'm ahead of you. He fell already a little bit, but it's fine. I'm not getting up to change it.
Bit harder skipping on VHS.
Yeah, it's a little...
Fast forward scan.
I don't even have a remote for this good old VCR I have, so... Hey, they're still putting movies on VHS. Very few, but you can still find specialty labels.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can get Terrifier on VHS.
Yeah, I saw that set. That's
You'd better
Australian
not have
set,
bought me
isn't it?
that for Christmas, David. I'm not watching it.
I've still got the original Star Wars trilogy letterbox on VHS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go with the Star
Oh, the
Wars.
original one before they
Yep.
messed with it?
Yep, yep,
Okay.
yep.
Yeah. I have some, I have one of those, but not all three. And then I have the gold box, and then we had a silver box. Like one was one letterboxed and one wasn't. Kind of like Titanic.
Oh yeah, that was the special editions.
Yeah, I have those two. I should.
And tell me I'm not the only person on the stream that just lust after the Steyr Og. Come on, someone back me up here.
The what?
Say it again.
The Steyr Og that Carl has. It's like the sexiest rifle ever made. Just
Oh,
look at
the
it.
gun.
Just look at it.
I swore you said styrofoam. I swore. Like,
It's a Steyr Og. Look at it. It's like so space futuristic, and it's as old as I am, and it's still sexy like I am. Uh-oh, we ran off the Kentuckian.
See, David, yeah, he didn't agree with you. I don't know my firearms that well, so I can't say yay or nay on that, but it looks pretty badass. So I have two guns, and I've only shot one once. So
Well, what do you have? Tell me what you got.
I have a Taurus 709 Slim, a 9
Okay.
millimeter handgun, and then I have a unmarked other gun that I can't say.
Okay.
I don't want to get him in trouble.
Okay.
But it goes pew pew pew.
AK-47.
I would peg you the Smith & Wesson girl.
That okay? A friend of mine talked me into buying. We wanted to get a 9 millimeter for home,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and this friend of mine that I had at the time said this Taurus was the best one to get, so that's what we bought. I've only shot it once. It's got too much recoil for me being small and petite, so I need something with a little less oomph
Yeah.
to it.
I understand.
So But I've only, like I said, I've only shot it once, so I need to try it a little bit more. Oh, okay. David had to take his dog out. This is fun. I'm having a good time.
I remember this scene when I first saw the film. It's like, oh yeah, the police are there. What's going to happen? Like, they're going to kill him. Great bit of tension in that scene. Because you saw the other security guard get shot back where he walked before, didn't you? He takes a stroll down there.
Do they ever play college football on Christmas Eve?
Here?
You tell me.
Him.
I don't think they do. I mean, I was being nitpicky here, but
Oh.
Yeah, he's watching it live, isn't he?
yeah.
Isn't it more on Christmas Day?
This is Christmas Eve right here. I know they play on Christmas Day.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they had a scheduling conflict back then. David said he has a 410 shotgun.
I've got some 410s. I can shoot 410 all day. Like 12 gauge, it's like bang, bang, bang. I'm done for the day.
You hunt?
No, I just shoot.
Okay.
Richard's just come back. Let's give him another try.
Richard, are you there?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, when I can hear you, the video stops. Hang on. So you're all like paused on my screen, but I can hear you. Right, see if I've got it right now.
Now, Bruce Willis got permanent hearing damage shooting that scene because Tom McTiernan said, I want a really loud boom. So they like overloaded the blanks to get a bigger boom. And
You can see the shells flying out by his ear as well, can't you?
it gave him permanent hearing damage.
Oh, geez. Didn't the same thing happen to Linda Hamilton in Terminator 2? In
Yeah.
that elevated
think
scene
so.
when she's
Yeah.
I saw something about that the other
he's
day.
shooting that rifle up and she forgot to put her earplugs back in or something.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
I did that one time, but I was outside when it happened, so it was
Ooh.
much better.
Wasn't he wearing a white beater?
It got dirty in the air vents.
Okay.
Did they explain?
I was going to say continuity.
How many wife beaters did it take to make this film?
What?
I say a 12-pack. Richard, are you watching along with us?
Yeah, I'm just I was a few minutes behind you guys, so I was just putting it back up. So I was trying to follow you guys on YouTube and connect on this, but whenever I tried to connect on StreamYard, it just kept on coming up saying like some sort of error message, and then I'd get on for like a minute, and then the screen would just go black, and either I'd be backstage or I'd just get nothing at all, and I was like, okay.
StreamYard's funny sometimes.
So I'm just at where he said, "Welcome to the party, pal," and they're shooting up the police car.
Yeah, a bit.
Is that where you guys are at?
If you look at my screen,
You're a
I'll
bit
stick
far.
the film on for a second. Where we are. Every time I stick that on, it's on like a nondescript scene.
Mm-hmm. That's smart.
Ah,
Basically,
okay,
all
the police car, yeah. Okay, yeah, I got it on here. This is actually my first time watching Die Hard in 4K.
Oh, okay.
I bought
How
it
does it look?
a couple of months ago. It looks great. Sounds really great as well. I bought it a couple of months ago, and I was going to watch it then. And I thought I'll wait till Christmas, and then you guys had this idea, so I thought, great, perfect.
Did the 4K clear up the picture pretty good?
It's just one of the ones that's a bit more grainy.
They'll trot it out in the theaters most Christmas for like a day, and I'll go watch it, and it's like, yeah, the picture's kind of hazy.
I think it was when the fifth Die Hard movie came out. They did a special screening at like the 20th Century Fox building at Nakatomi Plaza of like all four of the previous films.
Wow.
Cool.
Like, and the fifth one, I think, like if you bought like a special ticket. So I'd love to have gone to that.
That would have been cool.
I would probably go to
Yeah.
California for that. That would probably get my ass in California.
I was looking at my my local theaters app, and they're not showing it this year. So they really didn't show a lot of Christmas movies, which I don't know why, but
A few cinemas over here are showing it. It's just like a one night only type thing.
Is Cineworld showing it now?
I can't remember what cinema is showing it. I think it's View.
I need to look it up and see if there's one near me that's.
What's your big cinema chain? Like, what chains do you guys have over there? Do you
We've
have
got a few.
AMC or-
Odeon. We got
Odeon, yeah.
Odeon,
View.
Cineworld, View, Showcase.
Is Showcase the one in Paisley? I think I've been at a Showcase.
Don't know. We've got one in just outside Reading.
Right.
That's an American company, I think, isn't it? Showcase.
I don't know.
It's over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
All their stuff's like, it definitely looks it.
In my area, we have AMC, Regal, and then we have like this kind of, well, it's becoming nationwide now, but it's a local chain out of Alamo. It's out of Austin, Texas, called the Alamo Draft House. So that's all we have around. We used to have Warenberg.
I wish we had Alamo over here because I think it's really cool how when you go and see a movie there, they have like special presentations, like old
Yeah.
trailers and old cartoons and stuff. It's like I wish we had that. That'd be so cool.
Well, like I said, we saw Violent Night this past weekend, and they showed. We got there. We always like to get there about 30 minutes early because they do show those, like you said, like just weird things prior to the trailers. So we saw the trailer for Silent Night, Deadly Night, and then some kind of like Spanish children's program with Santa, and they were singing in Spanish. And then it showed the trailer for Home Alone and a couple other kind of weird, bizarre things before the actual trailers get started. So I love that part. When we went to see, what did we see? Oh yeah, my daughter and I went to see Grease 2. No judgment, but they showed like they showed any interpretation of Grease from around the world, like little snippets of it, how it's interpreted in different parts of the world, and that was fun. So.
Wow. Okay. Cool. That's something else I like about the American cinemas. They do a lot more of showing old movies as well as new, whereas we don't really seem to do that much. They do it sometimes here, but they don't do it much, or not as much as you guys do.
Yeah. It seems to be a big draw. When they do have the special showings, they sell out so fast. So if you hear about it, you got to really get on there quickly.
Yeah, well, we wanted to do older movies at the cinema, and they wouldn't let us because they just didn't think it would be profitable. And then, what year was it? 2019, I think it was. They did a special showing of The Shining, and it sold out. and first runs of the original Nightmare on Elm Street as well, and that sold out as well. So that kind of gave it a bit of a boost.
Bump. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a risk, isn't it? Because the licensing costs quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, the Alamo, they will, like, you can email. Now, not saying that they will show whatever you're asking for, but they want people to message them on social media and however you can reach them and let them know what you're wanting to see. And who knows, it could be, programmed down the line. So I was champion forever for Stand By Me to see that. And they finally did bring it for one night a couple years ago. So we all went to see it. And I'd never seen it on the big screen. So for me, that was big.
That's a good way of doing it, because then they know, they can easily gauge the interest, can't they?
Right.
If they're thinking of showing something and they put it in a poll and no one chooses it,
right.
there's no point playing it, is there? If they get a load of people behind a particular film.
And sometimes, I guess, it depends on the rights, of course, but like, let's say they're going to show Christmas Vacation. They'll do it one night, and if it sells out quickly, they'll do a second night. But usually no more than two showings. So, but it's expensive to go to the movies, even for the old shows. So.
Is he the principal from Breakfast Club? Sorry,
on you go. No worries.
Is this guy the principal from Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
No, he's from Breakfast Club, isn't he?
Yeah.
One thing I found strange about America was that you guys have like different prices for different times of day, whereas over here it's just the cinema, or sorry, the film costs what the film costs to go and see. It doesn't matter where you go, afternoon, morning, night. It's the same price. Whereas you guys have like different prices.
We do. Afternoons are usually cheaper. Is it Tuesday? It's like everything's $5 and.
Yeah, AMC it is.
Yeah.
Or at least my local. Yeah, Tuesdays everything's $5, and then morning to 3 p.m. ish, maybe 4, is for us $9, and then after, let's say 4 p.m. it jumps to, I think, $11. And then my theater, this is something new. They had it on the screen, and it says we are now charging an 18% gratuity in the theater for food purchases, and that does not include a tip, because they have, wait staff that'll bring you your food and drinks to your seat. So it's like,
wow,
really? 18% for water? Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't see. I mean, I can't imagine taking like a family of 4 to the theater now.
It's
Yeah.
expensive.
It's
Especially
mad.
to eat food. I mean, even popcorn. It's $8 for the Alamo does their own. It's real butter popcorn, not the orange stuff, which is nice. But it's $8 for a bowl. It's unlimited, but can't take it home with you. You got to eat it.
Can you get a
there.
refill on the way out? I mean,
No, because it's in a metal bowl. So they can refill it, unlimited refills in the theater, but you can't. Like, I thought about taking a a food purse. Aw, yeah, crap, what was his name? Gleason, Paul Gleason from the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, buddy.
He was also in the Ewok movie as well.
He was. Yeah. I loved those movies back in the day.
He's a good actor.
I didn't realize Paul Gleason had passed.
Quite a few years ago. And he was in
I was reading earlier on that
movie.
never seen that one.
Not another teen movie?
That wasn't his last film, was it?
It's not that good, but he reprises his role as the principal. So I'll send you a clip later.
Nice. I was reading earlier on that John McClane was supposed to be called John Ford, like when they first wrote the script, but then 20th Century Fox changed it because it sounded, well, it was the same name as the director, and he'd passed quite recently before this came out. So they changed it to John McClane instead of John Ford.
John Ford doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
No. So did I miss the big is Die Hard a Christmas movie debate? Is that all like?
We did
There's
ask you,
nothing to debate. I mean,
you
let's
kept
be honest
leaving.
here.
Is it a Christmas movie then, Richard?
Oh, definitely, yeah. It happens where Christmas Eve is Christmas Day. Can't get more Christmas than that. That's when it's set, so, is that a Christmas movie? Yeah, definitely a Christmas movie. Might not be what you would call a family movie. You might not want to take the whole family to see it and stuff like that on Christmas Day, but...
Yeah, but Christmas movie doesn't automatically make it a family movie, does it?
No, should it? No. But I'm saying that's why some people might not see it as a Christmas movie, but...
I wouldn't take the kids to see Love Actually on Christmas Day either.
There you go.
I've not seen any
mistletoe. True, yeah.
David. Is mistletoe your hard line they have to cross? when he does his line coming up, there's mistletoe hanging from the door.
Oh, is there?
I don't think so. You could edit it in though.
I did hear "Let us know, let us know, let us know." So.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a movie that I consider a Christmas movie, sort of. In my heart, it's a Christmas movie that I like to watch around Christmas, but it only has really one scene that is on Christmas.
What's that?
But it's Rocky IV. I think Rocky IV is a Christmas movie.
Okay.
Because it has snow.
Yeah, so does The Empire Strikes Back.
Sure, it can be a Christmas, but he does. But he fights.
Life Day, my friend, Life Day.
He fights Dolph Lundgren on Christmas Day in Russia. So and like the kid sitting there at the end with the robot when he says, "Hiya, kid," and so.
Well, yeah, but the rest of the film is not set at Christmas, is it? I haven't seen Rocky IV for a while, but the whole film is just that one bit.
It's leading up to Christmas, maybe.
Yeah. Well, the whole year is leading up to Christmas.
Right.
I'm going to disagree on that one. A lot of people say Batman Returns is a Christmas movie because there's a Christmas tree in it, but I don't think so.
Oh, Gremlins.
I wouldn't even qualify Lethal Weapon as a Christmas movie.
I would say Gremlins is a Christmas movie because
Gremlins
the gift of the Mogwai is a Christmas gift.
What'd you say again?
Isn't Lethal Weapon on Christmas Day and it starts off with like the Jingle Bell Rock and then it off the balcony and like everyone's celebrating Christmas?
Yeah, they go. At the end of the film, he invites him into his house for Christmas dinner, but I
exactly.
don't see that as a Christmas movie.
But see, we can all just have our own personal little Christmas movies. So.
Absolutely, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, Rocky IV is a 4th of July movie for us here in the United States.
We'll make your mind up.
That's why.
But then it's an interesting point. Like, why would you consider Die Hard a Christmas movie when it's set on Christmas, but not Lethal Weapon when it's set on Christmas?
Because Christmas is central to the plot of the film. If there's no Christmas, there's no film. whereas
Yeah.
other films, Lethal Weapon, you could just take Christmas out and it'd still be Lethal Weapon.
But you can still have an attack on Nakatomi Plaza and it not be Christmas.
Yeah, but John McClane wouldn't have been there to save everybody.
And the fact he survives this and saves anyone is a bit of a Christmas miracle, I would say.
It's just a return of It's a Wonderful Life. He redeems himself to his family as well.
We're grasping at straws.
There is
now,
that.
guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the fact that he survives this and saves these people is pretty much a little
Miraculous.
miracle. I mean, the odds are stacked against him. He's got one
Oh, but
Barrett
that
92,
rationale
and-
command.
That's what makes this film great, is the odds. It's right on the cusp of not being too exaggerated.
Yeah, and that was my problem with Die Hard 3. It felt exaggerated to me.
3,
Yeah.
but with a vengeance.
That problem more with
Yeah, you
2.
could say that a tiny bit, I'd say. I think 3's the next best movie to this one.
Yeah, I'd
I'd
say
go
that.
1, 3, 2 and not bother watching 4 and 5.
Well, there's 2 different cuts of 4. One of them actually does improve the movie a little bit.
Really?
Not that
Yeah,
it doesn't make it as good as Die Hard
wasn't it?
1 or 2 or 3, but it makes it a little bit better than the version we got in cinema.
How would you guys rank them?
1, 3, 2, forget the rest.
From Ben.
I would do 1, 2, then 3 is a distant third. And there are no others.
I do 1, 2, 4, 5.
Really? You just discount number 3 altogether?
No, I said 1, 3, 2, 4, 5.
No,
I
you skipped
I didn't hear the 3. I thought
You
I
skipped
just
3.
heard you say 1, 2.
I would probably say I've not seen 4 and 5, so 1, 3, 2 for me.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
They're worth a watch. They're not bad films per se. They're just nowhere near the level of the first 3.
I've only seen the 5th one once. I never felt like watching it again after the first showing was enough.
Yeah, I think I've only seen it once.
I've seen Die Hard God knows how many times. This would be number, I don't know, at least in the hundreds that I've seen Die Hard.
Yeah, same here.
That lady looks familiar to me. The news lady. Are you guys there yet? To the news lady?
I just saw the elevator shaft blow up.
Oh, okay. I'm a little bit ahead, I think.
Right, is it Gail? What? Gail? What news lady? You reckon you're a little ahead of us, do you?
Yeah, I'm definitely sure I am.
Oh, yeah. She's the mum in Goonies.
That's right. Yes.
She was married to Robert Zemeckis.
Okay, that's right.
Oh, was she? She's a
Yeah, she's
psychiatrist
got a
in
big-
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Really? Everyone in this movie's dying.
Guys, I'll be back in like 1 second. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
The Goonies house is for sale.
Yeah, I saw that.
We could buy it together.
What would be our share each?
I don't know.
Does it come furnished with the statue of David?
With the penis glued upside down.
Yeah, on the statue.
I got dibs.
Oh,
How much is it
Crack me
going
up.
for?
Oh, That was good. That was good, David. I'm like tearing up.
I mean, my name's David. I should get this
I know,
tattoo.
right? Yeah, that's right. What does he say? Like, if God, how does he say that? If God designed us that way, we'd all be pissing in our faces.
Pissing in our faces, yeah.
I love that movie. Gosh.
I like when Corey Feldman's speaking Spanish to the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the subtitles are on the screen. Cockroaches. ¿Tienes cucarachas? My sister-in-law, okay, my brother-in-law, The Goonies is one of his favorite films. His wife, my sister-in-law, hates it. And I cannot. I can't. I have to give her a hard time all the time. I'm like, why do you hate that movie? It's so good. But she's younger than I am, so maybe that's why. She's like 12 years younger than her husband, so that's probably why too.
Mm.
You ever run into people like that?
I showed John Carpenter's The Thing to a friend of mine recently, and he's a lot younger than me. He's like only in his early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, the effects in this movie, like you said they were great, but they look really old. And I was like, well, it came out in 83, so, you know, you can't be expecting it to be up to today's sort of... And just like didn't enjoy it at all, and I was like, "The Thing's an amazing movie. I'm not going to debate it with you." And he's like, "It looks old," and I was like, "Well, you know, 83 it came out, so you know, it is, to be fair, not new, but you know, it's a great movie anyway."
Mm-hmm. So he didn't like it?
Nah, I don't think he finished watching it. He was just like, the effects are just too old for me. I was like, all right.
There's just some of those movies that if you didn't watch them when they first came out, they don't have the appeal. Like for me, Monster Squad is one that I don't see all the hype about. I mean, it's a good movie, but it just didn't appeal to me back when it came out originally, so I didn't grow up watching it.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Do you think we look back on films? Okay, this is a classic. A lot of people think it is. But do you think we look back on films like this with, like, you know, quote unquote rose-colored glasses because of nostalgia? Do you think that plays the biggest part of it than a film being a genuinely good film?
I think so.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. There's certain films I know they're shit, but I love them.
Mm-hmm.
But this is. It does play a part slightly, but I just think this is a solid film.
Like the movie House is one that I enjoyed a lot as a kid, but I mean, if I were to see that today, I'd be like, eh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of an example of one, but there's been a few films that I watched as a kid, and then you get them on like DVD or Blu-ray as an adult, and you're really excited because you remember how good it was. Then you watch it, and you're like, actually, this is kind of terrible, actually.
Yeah.
Critters.
Yeah.
That's great.
I used to love that movie Assassin when I was a kid, but I watched it on Blu-ray, and it's still an okay movie, but it wasn't as good as I remember it being.
Yeah.
We'll be back here at Easter arguing whether Critters 2 is an Easter movie.
Make it happen. Let's do it.
I've
What
never
movie
seen
is it?
Critters 2.
Oh,
Critters
Critters 2.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Really?
I've seen.
I'll
up to
watch it. I
4.
don't care.
I think there's more now than 4, but I've only seen 1 to 4.
Oh yeah, they did. There's a TV series and a movie in the last couple of years.
I've got the film we need to watch, which I don't know if you guys are a fan of this movie or not, but I had a thought for New Year's. And you
What's
probably
that?
know what I'm thinking of. I don't know, maybe not. Do you want to watch the Poseidon Adventure?
Which one?
Oh, which one?
The original one with Shelley
Yeah,
Winters?
there is only one.
I'd be down with that. That's a John Williams film score.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, I'd watch that. Yeah.
David?
I've never seen it, so yeah.
You've never seen the Poseidon Adventure? Okay.
No.
It's pretty good.
I watched New Year's Evil, or is that what it's called? New Year. What is it?
Yeah. New Year's Evil.
Yeah.
And then there's 976 Evil.
Oh, I remember that movie. Yeah, it was Resident Evil 1 and 2. Yeah.
Didn't it? Wasn't it Robert Englund that directed that one?
976 Evil. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
Yep.
Got matey from Fright Night in.
Richard.
And Richard's gone again.
Ah, man. He may not have some setting right or something. Maybe. Or his internet might not be a solid connection.
Yeah, I think he's doing it on a mobile, so he might have like a data cap or something.
Mm-hmm. I would not be able to do this if I hadn't have got different internet service.
No?
No. I had the previous internet service, I was paying over $100 a month, and my 3-minute videos would take about 4 hours to upload.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't had slow internet like that for probably 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the days of trying to download like one MP3 and you'd set it off before you went to bed and hopefully it'd be done in the morning.
Yep.
Now you can download like someone's full discography in like 30 seconds.
For you, maybe, not for me still.
Yeah, it'd take an hour to download a 5-second ringtone.
Yeah.
My internet's better, but it's still not great, but it is what it is. I signed up for Starlink.
Oh, yeah?
I did last year. It took a year. I was in the queue for a year. And then I got the email from Starlink, and then they jumped the price another $100. So it was going to be, instead of $3.99, it was going to be $4.99 just to get started with it. And then $100 a month. And I was like, no, can't do that. It's too expensive. So.
When you say $3.99, you mean $399, right?
$399 just to get started. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Could you have not put it through your business and written it off through there?
Yes. Yes. We deduct part of our internet for business expenses, but still, it was a lot. That's a lot. And, who knows if it would work as well as they say it would. So, do you guys know anybody that has Starlink for internet? No?
Everything I do is on the cell phone.
Okay. Data. Do you use Verizon or AT&T?
I got AT&T.
Yeah, I have AT&T.
Verizon. I've been on them since they were Alltel, which was a local company. So I've been grandfathered in, and I'm afraid to lose all that grandfathered in stuff.
Yeah, if I was to move, would be one of the things I'd make sure I had fast internet. Like, what are the local schools like? Sod that. I just want to know if you've got fast internet.
I don't go to school anymore. Why do I care about that?
Really? Click the movie back on so we can see if we're all at the same point.
I see Bruce Willis sitting by some pallets.
I'm probably I'd say 10 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah,
15
I'm
maybe.
at 1:27, 25, 26, 27. I'm not too far from what Neil's shown on the screen there. 5 seconds, maybe.
Like it said in the intro, it's not Christmas until Hans Gruber falls. So
I think he does fall exactly at midnight. So,
everyone has to have a nice drink and put their Christmas gear on.
There. I wish it would stand up like that. This is
I've
my
got mine
son
as
that
well.
barely fits my head.
Although mine doesn't fit very well, it pushes my ears out, so I have to go over the ears.
That's why I have all this hair here.
And I look like I've got a massive forehead, so I've got to bring it down. Yeah.
So my daughter, she's an elf on the shelf at her. She teaches at our local taekwondo school, and all the instructors, we made costumes for them to wear for the month of December.
Nice.
So she got drawn a short straw, and she's an elf. So
I thought you were going to say you gave her a dirty vest and she was going as John McClane.
I could give her that. That would be awesome. Maybe next year. Richard said, "Try again, Neil." I don't know what he meant by that, though. Is he backstage or?
Yeah, I'll add him in.
Poor guy. You back?
Hey.
He's the ghost of Christmas past.
That's my role tonight. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's his name? Robert Davi? Is he coming?
Yeah.
Up? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, the FBI agent. Yeah.
There's the Goonies link. You got the mother.
Yeah.
And one of the
Davi.
Fratellis.
Yep. Not Francis, but oh crap, what's his name?
Fratelli?
The character, his
Oh.
his first name, yeah. Fratelli's the last name, but because
Wasn't he Francis?
No,
In the
Joey
Goonies?
Pants. Joey Pants was Francis.
Okay.
Joey Pants from The Matrix.
Yeah. Also a Joel Silver production.
And La Bamba.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mercedes, are you buying the Goonies house?
I'm trying to see about all. Would you guys want to go in on like share?
It's like timeshare, yeah.
I'll have to have a look down the back of the sofa, see if I've got a couple of 100,000 spare first.
But see, someone should buy that and make it into a destination and open it up and make it a museum.
Yeah,
like an attraction sort of thing. Yeah.
Like people need to embrace the fandom of whatever,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
What would be better though, making it a Goonies museum or restoring it to exactly how it was in the film?
Kind of tacky how it was in the film.
When they kind of
Yeah,
go
but
hand
that's the beauty of it. You'd love to go
I
there,
would
wouldn't
love to pull that string and let the ball run down and do
Exactly.
the truffle shuffle and.
Go in the attic and find all the stuff in there,
Can you talk to me? No? Okay.
and then have a stroll down the road and end up in Kindergarten Cop land. That's the same place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Astoria.
It's not a tumor. Sorry. That's a bad impersonation.
How much is it actually going for?
I don't know.
Right.
Somebody's going to hate this commentary because we're all over the place.
Well, back to the film. This meeting between Hans and John McClane was not in the original script, but Alan Rickman was showing off his American accent, and everyone was like, "Wow, we need to work that into the film," and so they did.
Yeah, I know it was a late scene.
Okay. Any guess on how much the asking price of the house is?
Well, I've just found an article saying that a fan is reportedly buying it.
Yeah, don't scroll down.
$1 million. I don't know.
How much, David?
1.2
million, right?
Higher.
7 million?
Close. 1.7 million.
That's it.
1.7 million.
I mean, I could finance that tomorrow. Let's make this happen, people.
We'll have to. It would be more. That's the current offer, so it'd have to be more than that. So you have to just.
I'll put in 2.3. We'll call it a day. Just be done with it.
Go for it. And we'll all
I'll
come
fly
out
all of y'all out. We'll have like a big ribbon cut ceremony. We can live stream it on all our channels. Get some new subs out of it.
Who's going to dress up as Chunk? We got to have a Chunk.
I'll be David. Kissing him in the face.
Who's going to do the truffle shuffle then?
Yeah.
At the
I'm
opening?
not. Miss 80s can.
No, I'm not.
Do it.
I'll take that for the team.
So, okay, we went and saw the Goonies at the Alamo, and they had a truffle shuffle contest. And the winner was dressed exactly like him in the same shirt and did the truffle shuffle, and it was a kid. And he ended up winning. I think he got like maybe a gift card pass or something like that. So, but it was really funny, especially to see all the grown men doing that. And some of them were not, as endowed as Chunk was. So seeing a skinny guy going, blah, blah, blah.
He's a lawyer now, like super skinny.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think it was Deadpool where Deadpool was wearing the Chunk shirt. One of the
Chunk
scenes.
shirt?
Yeah.
Probably so. Those are good movies.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah, because Josh Brolin was in Deadpool 2, wasn't
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's right, yeah. Played Cable.
Yeah.
This is a great scene as well.
I have trouble with this scene, and I'll tell you why. There's no way you can give someone an empty handgun and the person not know it's empty. There's too much weight with those bullets.
Good point.
What, just one bullet? You'd notice a difference with one bullet, would you?
If that magazine's not full, I know it's not full. If it's empty, there's just no weight to the grip.
Yeah, in the magazine, but what if there's just one bullet in there? That's all he needs.
Yeah. I mean, if there's one bullet in the chamber, I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to tell even there's one bullet in there.
Mm. This is where it goes batshit crazy.
There's a Christmas tree.
Gun porn.
Those knees get blown out. It's just always kind of turns my stomach. Sleep.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We horror fans like gore in our action films.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm in it, if I like it because of the gore. I just think it's freaking awesome.
Okay.
Like gunplay.
I like the fake blood and everything. I like the technical aspect of it.
I think the first time I saw Die Hard, it was like Christmas 93, 94, and it was a TV cut. And I think Die Hard was one of those movies that we got pretty much uncut for violence wise. I think they cut some swearing out, but it was pretty much uncut for violence, I think.
The first cut I saw of it on TV was heavily cut, and one of the major scenes was completely removed.
What scene?
The scene at the end where Cole comes back.
They cut that?
Mm-hmm.
They cut that?
You didn't get any of that. The whole thing was cut.
Shit.
And when I saw it on VHS, like the proper VHS copy, I was amazed. Like, it worked though. But yeah, when I saw that scene back in, it was awesome.
Did they dub over the swear words there, Richard, or reinterpret them?
As far as I remember, because we got Die Hard on video like a couple of days later, so we watched it properly on video from that point anyway. But from what I remember, they changed Yippee-ki-yay motherfucker to Yippee-ki-yay Kimasa or something like that. It wasn't Yippee-ki-yay motherfucker. Yeah. But I think we left in some of it, and the nudity was left in. And I'm pretty sure from the cut that I see, most of the violence was left in. But it was a long time ago. So it was like 93, 94. So I can't really remember, but
We didn't mention William Atherton from Ghostbusters. What's his name in this? He's Walter Peck, wasn't he, in Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
The EPA
Ghostbusters,
guy.
yeah.
Somebody was saying that the girl was P. Marshall's daughter. Oh.
Greenberg.
Now this foot scene, like, really, like, I was like, oh Lord, when I saw that in the theater, I was like, that's a lot of blood.
You don't like blood, do you?
I don't, no. Especially my own. I'm a little better if it's someone else's, but.
Well, I remember reading somewhere that for the scene in this where he's in the bathroom and he's taking the glass out his foot, they actually like changed the sound effects or something, because the original sound effects made it seem a lot nastier than it actually was. Like you could hear like the glass coming through the skin or something. And when they previewed it, people were like, "That's a bit too gross," so they went back and like changed like the sound effects.
It looks real. I wonder who did the makeup effects on this, like the blood and stuff.
I just love those squibs in the legs and the knees.
West Dawn.
I was just looking up Mary Ellen Trainor, who's the Goonies mum. And I forgot she's also the mother in Monster Squad.
Oh yeah, that's right. Did you say she had passed away, or is she still alive?
Yeah, she died of cancer in 2015.
Oh gosh, what is that, David? Cotton?
Don't be a cotton-headed ninny muggins. It's my daughter's.
Oh, cute. That's cute.
I made it.
Which daughter is there?
Caitlin.
Hi.
Hi.
Ask her if she thinks Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
I wonder if she's seen it before.
I need some medicine.
She needs a patch. Have you seen Die Hard?
Not seen it.
Never seen it.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
So it's not Christmas for her either.
So that's 2 no Christmases and 1, 2, 3, 4 Christmases.
Well, when Neil put it up on YouTube, like, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? The response was pretty much almost all, I think, that agreed it was a Christmas movie.
It was a bit different on TikTok. That video went mad on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I got nearly 250,000 views on it on there.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Wow.
I think it's on 254 at the minute.
Wow.
But there's thousands of comments on there, people arguing.
We talked about it. Do you see YouTube kind of trending more towards the shorts than like 3-minute videos and stuff? I mean, I see a lot of those more so than I have in the past.
Yeah, I was a bit unsure. I didn't like shorts to start with because they weren't just staying on the shorts shelf. They were getting mixed into like the main stuff. So if say someone watched one of my retrospectives or something, they get put onto one of the shorts, which I don't think fits at all. But since they've separated it, yeah, I just make a load in one go, whack them all up, and just schedule them. Some of them do quite well. The ones you think are going to do well don't, and others skyrocket for some reason.
Hey, Cody. How's your family feeling?
There's still some left, Cody. We still got like a half hour, I think, of this movie, right? Yeah.
How are you watching it?
On TV.
No, I know, but you can't hear it.
I got the captions on. Oh, She's like, "How are you watching? There's no sound." I said, "I had the captions on."
Mhm. That's the thing. I did think about wearing wireless headphones, but then I wouldn't be able to hear you guys.
Yeah.
There's this theater group in Portland, Oregon, and every year they do Die Hard, the musical comedy. And every year,
Really?
I plan on going, but it never quite works out. And this year I like worked it out on paper, and then I looked at it. I'm just like, it's not going to happen again this year. Maybe next year.
Why not bring it to Alabama? Like a local theater production of it.
I mean, I'm cool with that. I don't know if I'm the person to do that or not, but
never know.
Well, if you can put $2 million down on the Goonies house, I'm sure you can.
I mean, that's
some
true.
influence too.
I can just pay to fly all those people out here for a month.
Yeah.
A month somewhere.
Yeah.
Just throw in a white wife beater. You can play John McClane.
Yeah. Birdman don't do that. Birdman don't wear undergarments in public.
You can wear a bow tie with it. It's okay.
Oh, well, okay. Maybe so.
Yeah. That'd be interesting to see.
What about Tennessee?
Interesting.
I said that would be interesting to see.
Oh, interesting to see. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that'd be in Tennessee.
Yeah. But if I lived in Tennessee, I would wear underclothes in public because I'd be a Tennessean. So.
So what people in Tennessee?
I'm just like making a stab at Tennessee.
Wasn't he also in Maniac Cop 2 or 3?
Davi?
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And he was
I think
Sanchez in License to Kill.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Predator 2.
What was the TV show that he was on? Was it Profiler?
I don't know.
Did y'all get that in the UK?
Well, I know of.
I'm not going to say what I thought you said. I heard TV differently.
Yes, Profiler. You're right. This is fun. This is a lot of fun.
So I know he retired from acting. But was it because he's got early set Alzheimer's? Is that what it was?
Yeah, something like that. Saying he couldn't memorize his lines or anything. He's having to
kind
be
of
fed them
speech
in
thing.
the earpiece.
Some kind of speech thing.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Well, yeah, aphasia. Yeah, aphasia. It's a speech disorder.
Mm.
I heard a thing from Stallone the other day saying that he was upset because he couldn't actually communicate with him anymore.
That'd be hard.
Bruce Willis.
I saw where Christina Applegate's retiring because of MS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
I watched her star on the Walk of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her
She kinda
speech
got
was
hit
good, though.
with, like a double whammy. She had breast cancer, right?
Yeah.
Like twice,
And
I
now-
think.
Yeah, and then she's
Mhm.
got MS. It's, you know, I think one big disease is enough for a lifetime.
Mm.
It's sad when we see people that we've grown up with, their health start to fail and pass away and stuff. Like Kirstie Alley, that was a big shock to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know she
I didn't
was
realize
sick.
she was that old.
I didn't either.
Yeah, me
I thought
neither,
she was
no.
Maybe in her 60s.
Hey,
Yeah.
71's not that old anymore.
No, it's not, but
No, well, I didn't realize she was 71
yeah.
or
She
70
looked like
anything.
she was in her early 60s, probably to me,
Mm.
honestly.
I can't believe that Harrison Ford is 80. It's like,
Yeah.
Hmm. It's mad.
Like he can't be that old.
Or
Not that
Stallone.
that's old, but
And Clint Eastwood's 92.
yeah.
Yeah, Stallone's still doing like action type stuff, and he's in his late 70s, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. He needs to quit on the plastic surgery, though. Stallone's kind of messed his face up, in my opinion.
It's like Kenny
Yeah.
Rogers.
He's not that bad. He's not that bad. Poor Kenny. Oh, rest in peace, Kenny Rogers.
I like Kenny.
Me too. I was playing him and Dolly Parton's Christmas album earlier. It's good.
My wife's a fan of that. I can't stand it. I bought it for her on vinyl.
Oh,
It's-
see, that's sweet.
The later I got like a repress of it, and the later
Okay.
versions have got a song missing.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You? Oh, you better not sing. Oh.
I just love this violence as well. There's no way you'd hit someone that amount of times. Good choreography.
Yeah, we'll have to plan something next month.
Yeah, definitely.
Boogie Nights, New Year's Eve.
That'd be fun.
Have to be careful which clips I show of that.
Yeah.
Just don't play clips of it on the screen. No, strategically pick which clips.
Are we all synced up? Just going to flick it back on here.
I think I'm like 5 seconds ahead of you, but I'm good.
Yeah.
He just grabbed John's wife on my screen.
They're in the helicopters now so I'm a little bit ahead, but we're good.
If you guys want to watch Silence of the Lambs in February, I'll host it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
down.
go for it.
Now, are you dressing up? Buffalo
For
Bill?
New Year's?
We want you stood on a sack truck.
You want me to tuck it too?
Somebody could dress up as Buffalo Bill. I could dress up as Clarice. I could get me a business suit. Somebody could dress up as
that person.
Hannibal Lecter. One of them could be Hannibal Lecter.
I can be Hannibal Lecter from the TV show.
Okay.
That doesn't count.
No.
If you're going to be Clarice, you've got to have someone like throw some white soap at you in the film.
Look at the blood.
Yeah.
Hair gel, right?
Yeah. Liquid soap.
Yep.
Something about Mary.
Yeah. God, that's a funny. We should watch that movie someday. That's a funny movie to watch. It's too new though.
Franks and Beans.
It would not be appropriate nowadays.
Where'd Ray go? You running off?
I don't know what I did. I don't know, dude.
Blows the roof.
Oh.
I like her. Bedelia, is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom's at work.
Basketball game.
It's a shame she wasn't in 3.
Somebody's cooking hamburgers downstairs. I can smell it. It's making me hungry.
Caitlin's eating lo mein or something like that, and it smells delicious.
Oh.
Is that what you're eating, lo mein?
Soba noodles.
Huh?
Soba noodles.
Soba noodles?
Soba noodles, yeah.
I didn't know you liked curry.
I don't.
What's that?
No.
Birdman, are you gonna get to go on your trip?
I don't know. I'm looking at about 1,300 in car repairs this week. So I got a raise. All my contracts got a bump up in the contract amount for billing. So, but until I actually see the check, I'm not quite sure how it's going to fall. I got to pay all the bills this weekend and get to pay the car repairs and see where I'm at. I get paid once a month. So check goes in. Next day I pay everything. And it's like, how much I got left? So, yeah. I'm trying to go. It already doesn't feel like the holidays. And if I don't go to Boston for the Boston Pops, it's going to really not feel like the holidays. So,
hopefully you can go.
Maybe you shouldn't buy the Goonies house.
Yeah.
I bought that for all of us, you know.
Is that in Portland? Where's that house located?
It's in
Astoria?
Astoria, Maine. Not Maine, Astoria, Oregon.
Oregon, yeah.
It's right on the coast.
I was thinking it was in Oregon. I just wasn't sure if it's Portland.
See, that's my dream, is to get an RV and drive around and visit movie locations.
That'd be cool.
And I'd start in the Pacific Northwest, and because I gotta
Pacific
go
Northwest is beautiful.
I gotta
It's
go
so
to
beautiful.
I gotta go to the fictional Castle Rock, and see the Stand By Me stuff, and go see the bridge and everything. That'd be number one. Whoa.
I want to go to Buffalo Bill's house.
You could stay the night there.
Yeah, I know.
I saw that video Sean Clark did from the house. It looked cool.
It's in Perryopolis, Pennsylvania.
Neil's in the private chat said again, Richard's in the chat. So I don't know if he's backstage or...
I can't see him.
Huh, maybe he left. Yep. They also shot Kindergarten Cop there. That's right.
I want to go to Washington for different reasons. Just like to see Seattle and the whole Kurt
Seattle
Cobain
scene. Yeah.
program and all that stuff.
Hello.
Richard, are you back?
I'm back.
Yay.
That was my fault that time. I tried to put my headphones into the phone, and then it all just went apeshit as soon as I tried that. So I was like, okay, I won't do that then.
That sounds good too.
Do you have a laptop?
It's a new phone, so I'm probably going to change settings or something on it, but I just keep on getting cut off at the slightest thing. If I move the phone or if I try and put the headphones in or anything, it just goes apeshit and cancels everything. So.
You might try, if you have a laptop, you might try connecting through that next time.
I was going to get a laptop. I got this new Armor X Pro phone instead. I thought it'd be like, it would go okay with this, but it's really not going okay with this. But I'm still planning on getting the laptop. It'll probably be in like the new year. I'll probably get the laptop.
Here, keep them entertained for a minute.
Oh. Great movie, guys. Fantastic.
Do you think this is a Christmas movie? What do you think so far?
Yeah.
Okay, good answer.
Correct answer.
It's got red, green, and Christmas.
You just got convinced David
Yep.
it is now.
Yeah, David said no.
What?
Dad said no.
Dad,
He doesn't-
it is.
He doesn't know anything, does he?
No.
No.
Just wants to stand out from the crowd.
He loves Halloween too much.
I know. But Halloween is over.
Yeah, I know. But he likes it all year round.
Yes, I know. Yep.
Yeah. Like we were watching Elf last night. He got his Michael Myers blanket out.
Oh, that's.
That's not even Halloween anymore.
He'll never learn.
No. He would love to keep the Halloween decorations up all year if he could.
Well, I know people that keep their Christmas tree up all year, so he could, I guess.
It's not special if you just keep them up, is it?
No.
Well, I know I have a friend that she leaves her tree up and she decorates it for every season differently. So, which I left my tree up till the end of January because I took off all the Christmas decorations and put on winter decorations.
Yeah.
But then I couldn't make myself keep it up longer than January. I had to find.
I was always brought up that if you didn't have it down by 12th night, you were going to have seriously bad luck.
Oh, really?
That
may explain the year we've had.
My mom, she actually put a 12-foot UK tree in the foyer. A big old Christmas tree.
Yeah. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie?
Yeah.
Are we talking seasonal or like in general?
Let's say Christmas and then in general.
Favorite Christmas movie is either Elf or The Year Without Santa Claus. And my favorite movie in general is Snow White.
Snow White, the old Snow White, the cartoon?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay. Not at all what I expected you to say.
Oh, yeah.
She expected you to say High School Musical.
No.
You what?
That right. I got cut off after you said it, but did we agree to watch Poseidon Adventure, or is that something we were going to go for? Or?
I don't care. I mean, it's up to you guys.
Is that the one from 1972?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've not seen it.
I'm happy to go with that.
Gene Hackman's in it. Leslie Nielsen. Shelley Winters.
Nice.
The
I'd go for
grandpa
that.
from Willy Wonka. Can't think of his name right now, but Grandpa Joe.
It will be.
It's pretty good.
It's nearly Christmas.
It is. Oh.
It's like 3 weeks today, isn't it?
She doesn't agree with you, David.
About.
She said it is a Christmas movie.
Okay. Yeah, she was just pointing up right on the screen. See, there's her head.
I like your daughter.
Do you recognize Snape? From
Yeah.
Harry Potter?
I recognize instantly.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
What year is this?
This is 1988. We should see Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yeah.
Robin Hood. It's got Kevin Costner. It's great.
Oh.
It's an awesome movie.
It is a good movie.
I want to get it in 4K, but it hasn't been released here yet.
One of the gun channels I follow on YouTube, they did like a Mythbuster thing, but they took a Beretta 92 and they put Christmas tape across it, and he would pull it from his back and see if the tape would prevent it from firing properly. And it worked most of the time. But it didn't work enough the time that I would want to bet my life on it.
Guess what, guys? It's Christmas.
Yay!
Not yet.
Oh, he's falling.
He's slowly pointing the gun.
Let's get our hats on, man.
Watch broke.
See, there's the green eyes, so that's green.
You know, they did that in one take. That they wanted like a real shocked look on Alan Rickman's face. They said, "We're going to drop you on 3." And they went 1, 2, dropped, and they dropped him.
Oh.
He was pissed. He said, "I'm not doing that again."
We got a reaction they wanted.
Yeah, the first take was the only one they needed.
That's awesome. I like stuff I like hearing little tidbits like that.
Yes.
I don't know what would be a good January movie.
Come on.
What?
So we have to get a few titles together and vote on
let-
which ones
let
we want to
people
do.
vote. Mm-hmm.
We could also do it like by genre as well. Like we've done comedy, we've done action. So we could do like a genre like.
This is not action. This is a Christmas movie.
That's a genre right in itself.
Yeah.
2 genres in one. It's a twofer.
Who did the score for the first Man on Fire film? I can't remember the guy's name. But that's his music right here. This is not Michael Kamen.
Right. Yeah, Man on Fire. That was a great action movie.
Trent Reznor?
No, the first Man on Fire.
No, that's the 2004.
Harry Gregson Williams?
No.
John Scott?
Scott.
Oh, do you mean the one with Ian Fleming or the one with Denzel Washington?
Yeah, this one was some other dude.
Henry Gregson Williams?
No.
That's 2004.
Miss 80s had it. What's his first name again?
John.
John Scott. I don't know why I can't remember that. He's got 2 first names as his name.
Scott John.
Tony Scott.
Tony's. That's the.
Well, Tony Scott's
that's the Top Gun.
I know.
And then
Rest
here we
in
got the
peace.
Aliens music from James Horner.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is on this set, by the way.
Oh. Nice.
Nice.
I
He wants
haven't
to
tried
do a
to
TV
get
version
this
of
out
this.
to
This
you
whole
this
scene was
week.
missing.
Oh.
Shoot him, Carl. Shoot him. In the shoulder.
I don't know. I think of him. I see him in the in Crocodile Dundee, and he takes that that thing off the back of the limo.
Oh, the hood
and throws
ornament
it.
as a boomerang. Yeah.
and the boomerang.
Yeah, the TV version I saw of this just omitted all of this scene. They basically come out, he hugged Al, and then they cut straight to this scene where Argyle drives out.
Oh. Huh.
Was that an ITV new?
Yeah.
Right.
So when I saw
it was
properly,
in it for
I was like, wow.
a long time I watched it on TV. So
That was probably early 90s, 1991.
right.
Yay. I think I'm ahead of you guys, so I'm done already.
Okay, I'll flick mine back on and say we're just getting in the car, I think.
Yeah, I see him walking to the car,
Yeah.
and Argyle just.
I know
opened
how
up.
it ends.
Just,
And what Christmas film doesn't end with "Let It Snow"?
That's true. Now is that on the soundtrack too? Let It Snow?
It's on the 3-disc one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, they went all out on that 3-disc one.
Who put it out? Perez?
La La Land.
La La Land. Okay.
It's still available. It was on sale a couple weeks ago. I don't know if it is anymore.
Raya.
Awesome.
But I think it's like $40 regular price. Well worth every penny. Got a kitty cat.
Mm-hmm.
Jonesy.
One of your friends said you got a cat.
Hmm?
One of your friends said you got a cat.
Yes. All right. Die Hard 2.
Right, David, what did you actually think? I know you watched it with the just with subtitles, but what did you think?
Yeah, it's definitely a Christmas movie.
He had fun, I can tell.
I did. I'll go back and watch it with the sound on next time. But
Yeah.
we did.
It's one you got to turn up loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something to know about my dad. He's a very, very hard movie critic.
What?
Yeah, I know.
You are a hard movie critic.
I like what I like.
Yeah, but it seems like, for me and you, it's like you love something and I don't like it, and I love something, you're like, nah. We're kind of always.
I love Dr. Sleep, and you didn't like it that much.
Well, but to be flat out honest with you, I've never watched the whole movie.
Oh.
I
love Dr. Sleep.
I fell asleep on it. He bought it for me, and I still have never finished the damn thing. So.
I'm on your side with A Christmas Story, though, Beth.
Yay. Birdman, do you like A Christmas Story?
I haven't seen it, but I'll watch it.
Okay.
That's a neutral.
That's a neutral. That doesn't count. David likes it. David likes it.
Okay, do you like Home Alone?
I love it.
Yeah, I like Home Alone.
I know the secret. He doesn't like it.
I don't like it.
That's stupid.
Neil, do you like Home Alone?
Yes. Who doesn't?
David.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I got one, because we're going to swing back to Birdman. Who likes Cobra?
I do.
You don't like Cobra?
Not really. Are we talking about like Cobra, the arch nemesis of G.I. Joe?
No.
A ruthless
A
terrorist
slow
organization
movie that
determined
you're
to-
doing a show on in like half an
Cobra,
hour.
the glasses-wearing matchstick toothpick guy.
Yeah, I think it's Stallone's worst movie.
Oh,
Really?
Stop or my mum will shoot.
wrong.
Yeah, I
I agree with you.
it was Boomer's pick for this month. So
Oh, okay.
um,
So you're gonna watch it? You're gonna watch the whole movie?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, okay. I could. When? What time?
We've got 13
7:30.
minutes.
7:30 Central
Mm-hmm.
Time.
Yes.
Okay. I could
You
watch
want to come
it
on the
with
show?
you. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I feel like talking through the whole damn thing again. I'll be in the chat though.
Okay.
I could do that. I love Cobra.
Yeah.
It's a canon film too, so.
It is. Yes.
There you go.
And it
Everyone
could
head
have
on
been
to
a
the
franchise,
Birdman
but it never happened.
Do
I
what?
like Nighthawk too.
It could have been a franchise, but it never happened.
Nighthawk's
I know. It was ripe for a franchise. It's a
The
great
budget
movie.
was 25. It did 160 million at the box office today. That would get greenlit for a sequel like immediately. But we need
Nighthawks is good too. David said Nighthawks. Nighthawks is good. Stallone's best performance is Over the Top. Mic drop. Done. Now, who wants to do that as a watch along?
We can do that one. If we line it up right, we can have like virtual
Yeah.
arm wrestles.
Come on, Retro. Come on, Miss Abe. Man,
Hold on, it doesn't work because we just both fall into each other.
Okay, now here.
The hat backwards.
Take it over the top.
Right, I think we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for tuning in,
Everybody's leaving.
and everyone that watches after the fact. Thanks
I'm
for
not watching
all
this
you guys
again.
for coming along.
This was
And
fun.
thank you, David, to converting to this is a Christmas movie.
You got to change
your
your
soul
post.
has been saved from eternal damnation.
Yes.
Everyone head on to Birdman's channel for Cobra in 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
No, an hour and 10 minutes.
Hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Not according to my thing.
Let me show you what I got you.
Got 10 minutes to go.
Oh, we do?
Did you schedule it wrong?
I thought it was 7:30. Maybe it's
Eastern time.
Whatever time, just check
Okay.
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
Peeps.
Take
no,
care.
actually, you are correct, sir. It is in 30 minutes. Yes.
Well, I knew that.
I mean, it's in 11 minutes. I'm sorry.
Good. Well, you got to wrap this up.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
Perfect ending.
Take care, everybody.
Oh, it's just me and
Awesome.
you.